Alright, hello class. In this video, I'm just going to do the rest of the trim of this building and the hatch to get most of the line work for this building done. And I'll start with the trim on the edges, which is going to be 4 inches, just like the windows. So I'm going to go offset. I'm going to go 4, enter, and I'm going to take this line and pull it inwards. And I know I have some cleaning up to do. I know I'll do that after I'm done all the offset. So I'm going to do that one down there. Let's pan a little bit to get this line here and this line here. And if you remember, we just trimmed that up because of the railing. Now, I don't really need to offset this one because I can see it's clearly going to be behind the rail, so I won't see that edge, but I will see this little guy down here. And then we don't want to forget that I actually have an edge over here on this side there. So um, um, zoom out for a second. And actually, one of the things I noticed that I have to correct is, which is fine, is actually this line is going to end. And I got to pull that down from plan, actually, where the edge of the porch is. So let me go and do that right now. Just clean that up. Could have done this in the last video when I was dealing with the porch and the railing, but that's fine. I can do it now. So I'll pull that line down there, and I'll just fill it this to here, and I'm going to match properties to turn that blue because it's the edge of the porch. And I could see that I didn't made that mistake because that line was cutting through here. I'm like, no, wait, that trim should go all the way to the ground in that part of the building. And so there we go. It does go all the way to the ground. So there's the trim. Now I got some cleaning up to do, especially along these edges. So I'm going to go to extend and hit enter to make everything align. I can pull that one up that way. I can pull up that one up that way. And if you look really closely, I actually have to trim this little guy down here. And if I hold shift while I'm still in extend, I can actually turn the extend into a trim and get rid of it. Otherwise, you could end the command and start trim again. So we've got the edges. Now the other thing we want to do is we want to do layers, because again, we want the edges to be the strongest line weight. We actually want anything internal to be a lighter line weight. So why don't I go ahead and since I used yellow color 2 as my trim color for the windows, which makes sense, I'm going to go ahead and still make this trim 2. So I'm going to step it down a couple line weights here. So select all 4 of those and move them to color 2 layer. And then back here, since this whole thing is stepped down further, I want to step it down equally far. So I'm going to go down all the way to color 1 for this back trim area there. And so there we go. We get the trim, and now we're gonna use actually hatch to do. We don't have to draw all the lines for the siding, just like when we did it in the roof in plan view. We'll do the same here, both for roof and siding. So I'm going to change my AutoCAD layer to the APAT layer. I'm going to go to my hatch command, and I'll do the roof first because we've already done it. In fact, since I haven't even changed my drawing, it's coming up correctly because that was the last thing I did way back how many videos ago, how many even for you, it might be weeks ago when we did the second floor plan. But in case you need to do it, you're going to go to the user, and you might have to scroll all the way down to find this one. It's at the bottom of this, and so to do that, you'd hit this button and scroll all the way down over here to get to user. And I want size 1, and I want angle 90. So anyway, you just do that, and then you click inside, and you would get that line. Now I could go ahead and click inside and do this roof too, but again, I like all my different zones to be separate hatches, so I'm going to hit enter to end the hatch, and I'm just going to redo it all again to do the second roof, the porch roof here. So now everything should be set up if you've done that one correct. And I'm going to do this one here and then this one here. I had to click twice in here, and this one I'm okay doing as one because really this is a unit, right? This hatch is all that roof, and this dotted line is help for showing symbols. So, but I do have to click on each side of it to get that vertical hatch going that way. And then I just have to do the siding, which is going to be basically very, very, very similar. So I'm going to go to hatch again. I'm going to keep using this user one, but the difference is I'm going to make it smaller. I'm going to change this to 6 inches. It says 6 inches cladding if you look at the drawing that we're giving you. I've shown multiple times on the screen, so I'm not even going to worry about it. And of course I want it to be horizontal, so I'm going to set this number to 0. And I'll come in and click in here. And again, you could do this all as one. I like to do it as separate regions, so I do. And to me, it's a different region above and below the roof. So I'm going to just hit enter, and I'm going to hit hatch to start it again. And I'm going to go down here. In this case, I could decide to do in wall 1, but since this is all lower area, I sort of see it as one. I'm going to come all the way over here. And You could, if you were being very anal about things, you could say, oh, well, I also have to hatch right in between these guys, right in there, and then even right in there and right in here. The reality is no one's really going to see that. I'm showing you, but don't spend too much time doing those things. In this case, it was a few simple clicks, not a problem. I'm not too concerned about it, but I've seen a lot of young interns wait so much time drawing things in between railings that are just not worth it. Um, you hardly even see it. So I'll set that, but this zone is different than this zone, so I'm going to start hatch again and just do the same hatch right across here, right in here. And of course I also have to get it. Now this one's definitely an important one again, but I totally understand if you don't want to do in between the units. You know, make sure you understand what the units are when you're doing it, because that can be tricky. I think it's going to be that one there. It does sort of help determine. Now, a couple things when you're doing hatch. If you're throwing some errors when you're doing this hatch, it's because sometimes AutoCAD, especially for bigger complex things, they need to see the whole outside boundaries. So if I started hatch, say, with a zoom like this, it might struggle to find a hatch up in here. And so I have to start hatch where I see the whole zone I'm going to be working in. That's the easiest way. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And AutoCAD's always getting better. Back in the olden days, it would have never worked. But still, it's always good. Sometimes it still throws errors that way. Another way it might throw an error if you're doing hatch is if you think you click on the inside but you actually touch a line. That could be an error. It'll tell you that. Or the last thing, which can be difficult to know, if it's throwing an error, it could be that you don't have a closed object. So maybe, for example, these two lines don't actually these two vertical lines maybe don't actually touch the horizontal. It's not closed, and AutoCAD won't find it as a closed. It has to be a closed area. So if you're throwing those errors, check for those things. If you can't find it, ask the faculty for help or a friend to help, and we'll figure out what's going on and help you get there. But it's sort of good to know how to troubleshoot those errors you might have when you're hatching. So right now, this elevation is pretty much drawn. I do want to show notes and things on this and the dimensions. It's really not notes because it's you notice there's text. We're actually going to use leader line for that, and we're going to use dimensions for a lot of these things. So I'll show you that in this next video.